Hey, what up? Thank you so much for clicking this video. I am Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. This is a series of videos where we are creating a music player application. This is where we are in terms of HTML and CSS, and this is where we are supposed to be in terms of a Figma mockup. Okay, so we are in the top section here. As you can see, this is where we are now. Okay, we are at least getting there. I can say we are getting there, but it's just like we need to make some few adjustments. Okay, and one of those adjustment is this text here. It's very close to the edge, but as you can see here, there's a gap in between. So what we can do, let's just inspect here and decrease this bar a little bit, or let's start with the font maybe. Okay, let's decrease the bar a little bit. It's too long. Okay, yeah, I think I'm happy with this. So let's make this bar 144. It's line 109 in our style sheet, so the width now it must be 144. So I'm looking for 109, and then I want to change this to 144 pixels. Okay, let's refresh that and see. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what we want to do, we want to change also this color to gray so that it can look just like this one. Okay, so let's just quickly go to our mockup. This is a span. Okay, the span, its current time and track bar. Okay, let me copy this. Let me temporarily paste it here, and let me span, current time and duration. Sorry, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this span and this one, and also duration. Let me temporarily paste this here, and let me copy all of this. Okay, or I can be clever. Instead of changing this span to gray and this one to gray, and even the one that is yet to come, this one to gray, and also this one to gray, let me have one class that will set this to gray, and then I will reuse that class. Okay, as you know that yeah, in this channel we are all about code reusability. We are applying the dry principle, do not repeat yourself. So there is a class that already does that, and this one, okay, is changing the text color to white. And then let's just create another one that will change the text color to gray, text gray. Okay, and that is it. And then let's just quickly check if we do have a gray color here. I think we have it, and here is it. Okay, that means we can copy this color and paste it here inside. Okay, and then we can copy this, go to our HTML. Wherever we want to put a gray color, we can always attach this class. Sorry about that. What happened? Okay, let me go back here and let me copy only this. Okay, that's what I want to paste here. And then let me copy this class, paste it here on the span also. So whenever I want to put gray there, I can just always do copy and paste. Let's just refresh and see. Boom, as you can see, this is where we are now. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to add this orange part. Okay, this orange part, and the other part that we forgot in our own mockup, it's that small circle here that shows you exactly where some sort of the track is. Because as you can see here, if you are only relying on this color, you might not really see it. But if we can have something here that will help us to some sort of, what can I say, know exactly where the current track is. Since we are already in the design application program. What I don't do, since I'm a designer and I've got the skill, I always start on the design. Maybe somebody, when they want to add this feature, they might be like, okay, let me just add it here, or I will add it, let's say here on HTML and change my CSS. But for me, that's not how I roll, because at least I'm a designer, I've got the skill. So what I will do, I will add that here to make sure that the look and feel of that is consistent, and the look and feel of that is consistent with the design, so that if I have to make some creative decisions, then I will make those creative decisions here. Rather, I will make those creative decisions here, instead of going to HTML, and then when I'm there I have to make some decisions that are creative decision. It will take more time. Okay, so what I want to do now, let's see. Okay, when I click here, and let me zoom out. Let me click this layout. Okay, let me click this layout. Zoom out again. Okay, let me press K. Zoom in. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in. Let me take this to here. Okay, it's still it wants to come here, and I don't want that. Let me press V and see, maybe things might be different. This is what I don't want. Okay, let me try to play a trick here and test this application, because now I don't want it to do that. So in most application, when you don't want to do something, or when you are facing a situation like this and you really don't know, like, how can I do it so that this cannot be active, something like this, not this one. Let me just try to press Alt and see, maybe I can escape it. No, with Alt I cannot. Let me press Control. Still with Control I can't. Let me press Shift. Okay, Shift. Still with Shift I cannot. Let me press Escape. Still with Escape I cannot. Okay, let's take it here, move it up a little bit. So as soon as we get in here, it quickly gets the focus and it will take this to there, and I don't want that. Okay, for now let's zoom out. What can I do? Okay, let me do it like this for now. Okay, let me do it like this for now, to try to be smart. Cut this. Then I'm going to go to my keyboard, second function, print screen, and then I'm going to paste that. Okay, zoom out. Okay, as you can see, where is the picture of that? So undo, I think here is that picture. Okay, I just took a screenshot of this. Okay, I will have to make a research on how do I solve that problem on Figma. Okay, if you might know how can I quickly solve that, we can please shoot a comment below so that I can know how do you solve that problem. Okay, this is where we are. Let's just take this. Okay, and then from then we're going to put it here. Okay, number one, let's change the stroke. Okay, let's change the stroke. Let's just take a color that is some sort of different from the usual colors that we have. And then what else? Let's zoom out and see if this might work. Looks like, but it's not working. Okay, it's it pops out because of this black, but it doesn't feel like it's part of this functionality. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Going to put this, you see, now it's you are starting to see that this circle is part of this sig bar or this orange part. However, it doesn't really pop as much, if I can be honest. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this, and then from then let me first change this color to white. This color to white, sorry about that, this color to white. Okay, and then let me paste what I've duplicated. I hope it's this one. Let me change, I don't need the stroke. I don't think I have duplicated it. Undo, Control C, Control V. Okay, now let's try again. I don't want this. Okay, something is just not, let's see. Oh, okay, it's there. Okay, my mistake. Let me see, don't I have another copy then? Oh, okay, I think it's my mistake. I'm sorry for that. Now, okay, so that duplication was already there. Okay, let's remove the stroke and change the fill color to blue. No, like blue, and then let's zoom in and make this smaller by pressing shift at the same time. Okay, shift doesn't really do what I want to do, but it's fine. Okay, let me click this and click this one and center these. Okay, I'm trying to center these, but it looks like I'm not really winning. But what am I holding? Okay, this is what I want. I want to position this more like in the center. Okay, let me click this and click this one and center these again. It looks like I'm not winning, and I don't really know why. Okay, looks like it's not my day today. Let me just leave it like this. Okay, let me undo. Okay, zoom out. Okay, let me Control G, group this and scale this. Ungroup. Okay, ungroup. Okay, let's see. Let me delete this. Okay, let me just leave it here for now. Obviously we can always change it later. We can always change it later and make it different. Okay, and make it different. Okay, I think this works for me. Okay, let me just leave it here for now. Maybe we can make it different later and change the colors, but I think this one looks better now. This one looks better now. Okay, so now that we are going to create this part, this orange part, we might also consider this circle. Okay, let's just quickly do that, and then we will end the video there. Okay, where I am, this is a track bar and this is a sig bar. Let's go to HTML, right click, inspect this one. Okay, this is the track bar. Okay, so now we are busy with the sig bar. Okay, what we want to do with the sig bar, it must have everything like okay, copy. The sig bar must have everything like the track bar. Maybe the difference will only be the width. The width will be different. Okay, so let's just copy all the properties of the track bar, and from there let's just create a sig bar, and then from there we will change the color to primary. color primary, and that is it. Let's refresh and see. Nope, here. Okay, as you can see now, let's change the width for the seek bar. Okay, let's just put it here for now. Okay, let's just put it here. Happy with that. Copy all this declaration, go back to seek bar. Okay, and save. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to add that circle. Okay, so let's say the seek bar circle will be inside the seek bar. Okay, let's just say seek circle. Okay, seek circle, I'm happy with it. Now we want a relationship between the seek bar and the seek circle. The relationship is that when this seek bar is moving, the circle must always move with it, and it must always be aligned to the right or to this edge. So how are we going to achieve that? First of all, we need to create a relationship between, some sort of a governing relationship between them, and that will be the seek bar needs to, the position of a seek bar needs to be relative. This just means in simple terms that this is a seek bar. Okay, this just means in simple terms that it governs the child seek circle, meaning that when I'm saying seek circle must be 50%, it means that's 50% of what? Let's say I'm talking about the width, it's going to be 50% of this width. If I'm saying the height is 50%, it's going to be 50% of this height, because this relative governs that. It's some sort of, we are telling the seek bar to own these children. So whatever that you do is going to be relative to its parent. Okay, then let's say seek circle here. Okay, let's just make sure that it's the right spelling of seek circle. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, now let's go to the browser. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to go to seek circle. Okay, we want to create that circle. The width, let's say it's 20 pixel. Okay, and the height, let's say it's 20 pixel. And then the width and the height, and what else? The width and the height, and the color, background color, background color. Background color, let's just say blue for now. Okay, and then the border radius. Okay, half of the height, which is 10. Okay, and then that's it. And then what we want to do, we want the position to be absolute, which means absolute, it's more like you want to freely position it, to freely float it and move it any way you want relative to the parent. Okay, and then after position absolute, let's change the right position of it, the right one, to 0. As you can see now, this right position is relative to its parent because of that position relative on the parent. And then we want the top, let's say for now, let's just say 5 pixel. We are going to adjust that. Okay, let's adjust it like this. Okay, as you can see. And then in terms of the right, it's 0 pixel. let's move it up a little bit, sorry, so that it can be more like in the center, something like this. And then what we are going to do, we are going to change the size of this. Let's say the size, it's, I'm not sure if 10 will work. 10 pixels and 10 pixels here. It's too small. Let's try 15 and let's try 15. Okay, I think this is fine for me. And then what we want to do, we want to change the border radius from 10 to 7.5 pixel. Okay, let's play around with the top. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then let's check here. The color was more like that blue. Okay, for now let's just leave that color there, and then let's copy this, copy all declaration, and go to sig circle and paste it. Okay, now let's test the relationship, and then in terms of this blue, let's just put a different one, maybe this one, something like this or something like this. Okay, and then let's go back. Okay, so now what we want to do, let's test the relationship between the sig bar and the circle. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the sig bar, and I'm going to adjust the width and height. So as you can see that because of what we did, now the sig circle is attached to the sig bar. As you can see, it goes with it. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for clicking this video. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design. If you feel like this video has added value into your overall front end HTML, CSS, Figma, containers, and div, please do me a favor and just support me by hitting that subscribe button. Otherwise, for me, Matthew Msingati, see you on the next one.